What up? Welcome to Cool Kid TCG. Coming at you today with this matchup of Luffy versus Rob Lucci. This is my good friend Real Panda Bear. He's part of a podcast, the Dex Robbers. You should check them out on YouTube. He's also a really good Lucci player. And Lucci's a really horrible matchup for Luffy. Especially when you lose a dice roll. I'm going second. So this is, I already have my work cut out for me here. We're going to see how this goes. I'm not the biggest fan of Lucci. I always seem to play decks that get wrecked by Lucci. But I respect the deck. It's a good deck. It's a strong deck in the right person's hands. Really good deck. But again, fighting a losing battle here. We're going to head and... I don't know if you saw Mola first hand. Not a lot going on in that first hand. Here we go. Zoro Juros. We at least have a turn... turn 2 play. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll get a 5 cost as well. But we start off 2 Dawn and pass. They're gonna start. Panda's gonna start off with 3 Dawn, swing 5 into life, and I believe he's going to play a Brook. I have to give him a 2K. Don't really have any 1Ks. And he plays the Brook. This is already off to a bad start. Establishing the Brook, you can easily remove things. We're gonna leader ability, ramp to 5. We don't have a good 5 play, but we can establish a Zorojuro and search. And then we're gonna swing probably 6 into life. But now we can get the Songoro. We did get a Luffy Taro, so now we have our next play set up where we can Luffy Taro into Songoro. But the Brook's already on the board. We are in a little bit of he can easily remove some things. He's gonna tap 4 for Khalifa. He's gonna eventually kill the Zorojuro. I believe minus is 2. Leader effect minus is 1. He's at 3. Now he's in, we're in Brook range. I give him the Songoro, and now we swing another 5. And I'm going to have to give him a 2K, I believe, here. Give him another 2K Songoro. Accidentally flip it. He makes some jokes about doing some tricks. Lucky to draw into another Songoro. We did give up the 1 for counter. But now we're at 7. We can do what we plan to do. We can also ramp to 8, which is what I'm going to do because I want to swing 2K over the Brook. Because I really want that Brook dead. So we're going to swing 6 into the 4. He lets it die. We ramp. And now we can play our Luffy Taro Songoro. Or we could do Zoro Juro. One of the two. We did just get this. We do have another Zoro Juro. But we're going to establish the Luffy Taro. And Return to Dawn, and play the Songoro. I think the reason why is this is a higher cost, and hopefully it'll have an easier chance of sticking. Yeah. So now, I guess the good thing is that we got rid of the Brook, and all he has on board is a Khalifa at this point. We are winning in the board. He swings 5, we give him a 1K. We do have another Songoro, and he swings 6 in the life. Now we do have a lot of 2Ks. Probably give up one of the Usohachis. Minus is the Songoro, down 1. Still has, at this point I'm thinking, because he's minus the Songoro down to 4. I believe he has 5 standing Dawn. I'm trying to worry about if he's gonna like Rob Lucci me and get rid of both. But at this point, I don't think there's any way he can get rid of both bodies. He can definitely get rid of the Songoro. Yeah, give the 2K for the swing, and then here comes the 1 for Tempest Kick on the Songoro, and then we're gonna get the Rebecca back to the Brook. Now this is tricky because he has the Rebecca out, and so it's gonna be hard to swing into the Brook to kill the Brook. I could always go for life, but I hate having that Brook on board. I'm at 9 Dawn. I swing 8 into the Brook, and he's gonna let it die. I'm kind of surprised by this because I thought he would block with the Rebecca. Doesn't make too much of a difference because now I'm gonna swing 5 into life. I could swing into the Khalifa, but I thought I'd pressure the life more. And now we're gonna establish a big body and swing life, and he blocks the Rebecca. Either way, the Brook probably would have died. But yeah, now we have a big body. We have 2 big bodies. At this point, I'm feeling like it's gone about as well as it can go for me. Lucci can KO, like pretty much wipe your board, and now I have a 7 and a 9 cost after he's already KO'd a bunch of things. I'm hoping at this point he's maybe used much of his gas or fuel he needs for the removal. But spoiler alert, he didn't. So he's just thinking things through. He's going to -1 to the. It's always a bad sign when they minus the bigger target, because that means they're going to get it down. Ice Age especially helps with that. And now we're going to do the the combo, the Gecko into Rebecca and Helmeppo to -3. Rebecca plays the Spandy. Now he has to return 3 CP cards, which are the Tempest Kick, and I believe it was a Khalifa at the end, which allows him to summon a Rob Lucci over at Rested, so now he can pop my Rush Luffy. A lot of stuff going on there. And he establishes Big Body, a blocker, and I am at this point in a lot of trouble. That is the combo. That is the combo that Lucci's trying to hit. I don't have a lot of options here. I still do have a Big Body. I tap 4 for Zorojuro at this point, more for establishing a body, but also just looking for something. Unfortunately, the only target I'm going to get is a Luffy Taro, which is no counter. Luffy Taro, a great card to have early in the game, but right now I'm looking for like a 2K or I don't even know what I'm looking for, something to help, but not a Luffy Taro. I have a 6 Dawn remaining. I'm going to establish the Kid, I believe, for 5. I swing 5 into life. At this point, I'm trying to ignore board. It's getting harder to ignore board because I want to put pressure. I should hopefully, if I was doing this right, I probably should have him a much lower life, but I'm not. He blocks. And then we top 5 for the Kid. Now we have 1 standing with the Kid blocker. We do have a decent board, but his board is much scarier now. Yeah, so that's where we're at with that. I don't have a lot of cards in hand. Here's where I believe I'm going to make a huge mistake, and we talked about it later. He's at 10 Dawn. I didn't expect this play to happen. I have 3 cards in hand. My thought process is I have a Gum Gum Giant. I can use that to pitch the Luffy Taro and get 2 cards. I also have a 2K. So I'm thinking, like, although things look bad, I can probably counter out of a swing. Here's where I make a huge mistake. I give him a 2K. Now I only have 2 cards in hand. He's able to then... Here we go. We'll see what he does. He's able to do a big play on me, a very smart play. 9 for Wakanda Kaido. He's able to trash my Kid. I thought he was going to trash my Luffy Taro because he could trash his 7 cost. But this play is much better. He trashes the Kid, and then I have to trash a card from my hand, making my Gum Gum Giant useless. And he's able to swing into my Luffy Taro. Really effective way of clearing my board. I'm essentially cooked at this point, but I still have a Zorojuro. And I'm still alive, but it's looking awful. He does have 2 cards in hand. At this point, I can get a little bit of a consolation that I can kill his Gecko, but it's a little too late. Because my hand right now is a Gum Gum Giant and an Onami, and Onami's effect right here. We'll just stick with what we're gonna put 4 Dawn on Zorojuro and swing 10, I believe. Maybe it was a swing. Put 5 Dawn on it actually, and swing 11 into Gecko. Let's wait. Yep, there's 5 Dawn there. And we're going to swing 11 into Gecko. He lets it die. I'm now going to swing, I believe, 5 into Khalifa at this point, because I'm about to die. Might as well clear his board as best I can. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do a silly play. It doesn't make too much of a difference, I feel like, in the long term of things. The Onami says if you have 8 Dawn, trash 1 card, draw 2. It does not say you may trash up to 1 and you may draw 2. So that's what I'm thinking about. I'm going to have to trash this Gum Gum Giant. I don't want to do that, but I'm thinking let's just do it anyways. I'm saying to him, like, yo, I think I have to do this effect, right? And he's like, yeah, I think you have to do this effect as well. So I pitch the Gum Gum Giant and draw 2, and we're going to draw a brick and a 1K, which is not great, especially when we had a Gum Gum Giant. This was probably a bad play to play the Onami, but we didn't really have any other plays. I could have just kept the Gum Gum Giant and drawn, but at this point, I think I'm a little defeated, and that's why I thought let's just get a body out and draw 2 cards. Yeah. He's going to... At this point, he probably could kill me if he's put all his Dawn and swing right, but he's going to play it safe. He swings 6. I give him 6 into 6. I give him my one counter in hand. I'm now completely bricked. He could Dawn up on Helmeppo and kill me if he wanted. He swings 9, but he's playing it safe. Actually, no, he couldn't have done it because I had the blocker. But I let the blocker die. He mills to minus the Zoro. He could probably kill the Zoro. And here comes Jack to kill it. Yep. Now his board's completely strong. And he's going to put the last onto Helmeppo and swing. I'm at 0 life, 0 board. I'm completely cooked here. Don't have much to say or much to do. But I don't like to quit, so I'm going to continue to play this out. 5 into the Helmeppo. And then we're going to tap 4 for a Zorojuro. At this point, looking for a Gum Gum Giant, maybe a blocker. We're going to get none of that. Well, we do get a blocker, I guess, with the Songoro, but I think it's probably better to be a 2K in hand at this point, is what I'm thinking, because I can play 5 for a kid blocker. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to put up one last little defense. It's not looking great. We do have 2 2Ks in hand, but he's able to kill my one blocker and then Dawn completely up and swing. Yeah, I do hit him with a little pump fake for the Gum Gum Giant. We laugh about it. But yeah, that's kind of the matchup. I went up against a good Lucci player and I lost. I don't know what more to take over this. I did make some massive mistakes. I would say if it's pretty obvious you have a Gum Gum Giant and you're telegraphing you have a Gum Gum Giant, don't go down to 2 cards when they have a card like Wakanda Kaido that can pitch a card from your hand. Huge mistake on my part. Probably didn't affect the game too much because he was probably... I mean, actually, I don't know, but he was in a very good spot at that point. But yeah, that was a huge mistake that definitely took a losing matchup and made it way more losing for me. So I learned from that is what I would say. It's tough to take more away from this because it is really fighting an uphill battle against Lucci. But we would be curious to know your thoughts, any questions, comments, concerns, any tips I could have done differently. Please let me know. Thank you and appreciate you.